What's up guys, Andy with Andy's Auto Care. You guys know who it is since you clicked on it. Anyway, don't forget, hit that subscribe button real quick. We're gonna get straight into this pretty much for the most part. I just wanted to explain a little bit about what I'm doing. You'll probably see from the title, I'm gonna be using HD Speed. It's kind of one of the hidden gems in this industry just because you do get a little bit of correction. No, you don't get crazy correction, but it also helps with, it does a little bit of filling. So like on your dailies, things like that, it's a great little option just for an affordable option for customers. Because what I do is after I do that, I top it with a spray sealant as well, usually Bead Maker. But if you saw my last video, I'm starting to use the Turtle Sealant Shine a little bit, playing around with that stuff. So anyway, we're gonna get kind of a little bit more on track here. I'm getting sidetracked very easily. So anyway, this is a daily driven 2016 Honda Pilot with already 125,000 miles. They drive the crap out of this thing. They're not worried about full correction. I mean, they got kids. The interior's pretty beat up. We're doing a full-on detail to this, getting it back to where it should be for the most part, at an affordable option as well. So with that being said, we're gonna use the HD Speed on the outside. We've already washed, deconned, clayed, all the whole 9 yards. This thing was actually pretty beat up. We're gonna be doing black trim restoration, that sort of thing. So let me kind of get you in on the paint here. We could really see it right in here. You see that is just beat up. Some of it's worse than others. Really the back, if you've been detailing a while and you've done car wash vehicles, you'll know that the backs of the vehicle are pretty beat up. Just because that car wash, the pads or whatever, they go around the back and scrub pretty hard on the paint. Sides, they're not too bad. They're still pretty beat up, but like I said, HD Speed is gonna be the home run hit for this thing. And I'm gonna show you why in this video and why it's an affordable, quick option. And you could still make money with it. I mean, it's not, no, like I said, it's not a full correction. You're not doing the crazy polishing, crazy, you know, not every car is those high-end cars and not every customer can afford that. So like I said, it's an affordable option, guys. So anyway, I've already rambled for over 2 minutes, so we're gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna have my assistant over here, Jacob. Say hi, Jacob.
No way.
That's my son, Jacob. He works for me. So
Yeah.
anyway, he's gonna hold the film so we don't have to stop, edit, all that jazz, because I know some of you are haters on my editing anyway, so whatever. Some of you aren't. So I've already kind of primed my Rupes 21, just a little bit with the HD Speed. Then we're gonna add a little bit more product in here to actually kind of work with. Yeah, you could prime it more, you could spend a bunch more product on that, but this is more about what you're doing with this. This is more about getting the job done a little quicker than your normal, you know, going through and polishing. So here we go. You're gonna start by spreading out that product over the surface. You're gonna do, one thing you can see is I'm doing a lot bigger than like a 2x2 or something. If I were to be doing correction, I'm actually gonna do this entire panel here all at once. So then you're gonna go on speed 1, spread it out. You can do taillights with this stuff. You can go over black trim. It's not gonna stain it. Make it up to speed 3. The slower you go, the more correction you're gonna get out of this stuff. You don't have to go slow with it. It's on a fairly medium pace. I'm not pushing, very light pressure. Letting my pad do the work. Got to keep your pad moving. You can go over chrome, you can go over windows, all of it. going in. We got a little bit of a deeper scratch down in here, so what you can do is you can take your time a little bit more around that scratch. It actually does some cutting. One of the things I like about HD Speed is you still get a cut. It's just about how you use the product. So essentially, if you know much about paint correction, essentially what you're doing is you're scrubbing the paint clean. Basically, I mean, in all reality. So I took probably even a little bit more time on this, probably just because I'm being filmed, that sort of thing. But you can get this done fairly quickly. You can slow down on some heavy spots or whatever, kind of like what I did with a deeper scratch that was down in here. You can slow down on it, take your time a little bit on that and get a little bit more cut out of it. Or you can go faster and use it more, kind of like a glaze, that sort of thing. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna wipe it off. It wipes off super easy. If you've ever used this product, I mean, look at that. I'm not even pushing. I'm just gliding. And yes, I'm using a Kirkland rag, but like I said, this is a daily driver. They're not looking for paint correction. If I sold them paint correction, they'd be like, why on earth is it so expensive to get this detail done? That sort of thing. So there's a time and there's a place for that, guys. This is not it. It's just a Honda Pilot somebody daily drives, like I said. Got kids. It's got bike scratches all over it from their kids running their bikes into it. You name it, it's probably got it. So I'm gonna bring you guys back in here. Now the difference in that panel, no, again, it's not perfect, guys. That's not what we're going for here. We're going for enhancing the gloss characteristics of the entire vehicle, and that's what's happening. I'll probably end up going over this spot a little bit more. A huge difference already. So right here, it was crazy bad. So, I mean, you look at that right there. Sorry, this is terrible filming. There you go, right there. And this spot right here, I didn't even go over very much, guys. So when it's all said and done, and the whole thing looks at this level, they're gonna be very impressed with that. So, like I said, we're just trying to enhance the gloss. And that's exactly what HD Speed does. And then you top it with a really good topper, and it lasts a really, really long time. It's not just like a 1 month and it looks like crap again. That's not the case with this stuff. It's all about how you use it. And I use it by topping it with a sealant, and that makes it last longer, guys. So that's my suggestion. I'll put some links down in the bottom of the description. Click that and you'll see links to all the products that I'm using. By the way, I also used a Lake Country orange cutting pad. That's my pretty much go-to pad when I'm using HD Speed, because you still get a good amount of cut, but it also finishes out really, really well. If I put this on a light or put it out in the sun, you're not gonna see buffer trails, that sort of thing. I know that, I'm confident in the product. I've used this product a lot because I do a lot of daily drivers, guys. I do some paint corrections, I do coatings, I do 1-steps, 2-steps, you name it, but I do a lot of daily drivers because that's the market in my area. You have to be able to market to the daily drivers because that's the bread and butter when you're getting started out, or even when you're 3 years deep like me. So anyway, guys, hope you guys liked the video. I don't know if anybody even stuck around for the whole thing, but if you did, don't forget, hit that subscribe button down at the bottom, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Oh, by the way, I'll be at SEMA. Hit me up. Peace.